Did you know a giraffe's neck is about 6 feet long? That's comparable to the size of an NBA basketball player. Ever since I was little, I've always loved giraffes, and a few years ago, I got to go to a place called Safari West and see giraffes in person for the first time. While I was there, I rode around in an open vehicle just being 10 to 20 feet away from the giraffes. And during my trip, I learned a lot about giraffes but was always interested in learning more. I'm sure all of you have been to the zoo and seen a giraffe and watched basketball on TV and could imagine the comparison of the length of the giraffe's neck and the height of the NBA basketball player. I hope by the end of my speech, all of you will understand the social life of giraffes as well as the roles and behaviors of the male, female, and baby giraffe. Let's get started with how giraffes move from place to place. Giraffes travel in what are known as herds of 10 to 20 individuals. They either consist of male or females. The only time a male giraffe travels with female giraffes is when he is too young to care for himself. Male giraffes travel in bachelor herds. The males are always fighting to establish their dominance. They do this through battles called necking. According to the website Giraffe World, the battles of necking are when two giraffes hit each other with their necks. Although these battles only last for several minutes, they can result in serious injuries to both of the giraffes. Giraffes do a minimal amount of communicating. If they do communicate, they use whistling sounds or infrasounds when they are at far distances from one another. Baby giraffes also communicate when they are in danger. They make a series of loud noises to let their mother know they need her help to protect them. But giraffes are very big on nonverbal communication. They have certain body movements that mean certain things. You can tell who the male dominant one is by his posture. He keeps his head and neck held high and his legs firm. You can tell when a giraffe's in a relaxed state when they have their head and neck held down. Now let's move on to the typical activities and behaviors that a giraffe takes part in each day. In the early morning and early afternoon, giraffes like to eat. They eat up to 75 pounds of ackee leaves a day. This is how they get their main source of hydration. That's why giraffes don't need to drink very often. According to the website 10 Things You Did Not Know About Giraffes, an adult giraffe only needs to drink once every few days. This is because they get their main source of hydration through eating all those leaves. They would much rather eat a bunch of leaves than have to bend down awkwardly down to the ground to get a drink. After they are done spending the morning eating, they spend the rest of the day relaxing, being on the lookout for predators. The giraffes stand and sometimes lay down for short periods of time when they're on the lookout for the predators. Giraffes only lay down for short periods of time because this makes them more susceptible to a predator being able to get to them. The main predators of a giraffe are lions, cheetahs, and hyenas. Since a giraffe is not a very territorial species, they can all relax in the same area without much conflict. There's only two instances where giraffes become territorial. The first instance is when the male is trying to mate with a female, and the second instance is when food is scarce and the giraffes are trying to survive. Giraffes also need a little amount of sleep. They only need on average 2 hours of sleep for a 24-hour period. Some giraffes even only sleep 10 minutes per day. With knowledge of the typical behaviors and activities a giraffe takes part in each day, let's look at the specific roles of the male and female giraffes. Female giraffes are fully responsible for taking care of the baby, while the male has no responsibility in this at all. Female giraffes travel with other female giraffes to help care for the babies. These are known as nursery groups. A female giraffe helps care for a baby giraffe even if it is not their own. This is so the mother can go off and feed and know that her child is being protected. A female giraffe is pregnant for 15 months. Oddly enough, unlike most animals, a female giraffe gives birth standing up. When they're ready to deliver, they go off on their own away from the herd. Once baby is born, they return a week later to rejoin the herd. The father does not even stick around for the delivery. Like I said, once he gets the female pregnant, he's off to traveling on his own again. The only time males travel in bachelor herds is when they are a young giraffe that can live on their own but is not fully matured yet. A male giraffe will repeat the process of getting a female pregnant and then going off to travel on his own for the rest of his life. Now that we have covered everything, let's recap on what we learned. Today, I gave you a synopsis of the family life of giraffes, how they interact, and the specific roles each member of the family plays. My goal for this speech was for all of you to gain more knowledge on the daily life of a giraffe. So next time you get to look at a giraffe, look at the size of their neck, and remember, you're basically looking at the height of an NBA basketball player.